I'm Emily Livens and I'm here with Steve Pert today, who's our Group Manager of Development Services, and we're here to talk about our new role that we have at Port Stephens Council. The new role is the Development and Compliance Section Manager, and it's part of our senior leadership team, and we just want to find out a bit more about why it's so great to work here at Port Stephens Council. One of the things I love about working here is not just the salary base that we have, but all the other benefits that we have working in the roles that we do at Port Stephens Council. Can you have a bit of a chat about some of those things that we offer?
Yeah, sure, because one of the big reasons I came to Port Stephens Council was around the culture, it was around the flexibility, it was around the opportunity to work in an organisation that has a really diverse set of services. And personally, I took at that time a pretty big pay hit to come to council. So it's not just about the pay, it's about the lifestyle that it offers. The strong element for me is that work-life balance. That's why I came to Port Stephens Council. There's days where we work really hard, and there's days where we have things on in our personal life. Personally, I want to get to the kids' soccer games. And the organisation allows me to do that. I can come in a little later, I can stay back a little later. There's a really flexible element to connecting work and life without the guilt that we often feel in the workplace. And this organisation really fosters and nurtures that, and it really is just a part of the day-to-day business in which we operate. So the work-life balance is a really critical element for me.
So let's have a chat about the role, the Developments and Compliance Section Manager. What does that encompass?
It's a senior leadership role here at Council, and it's someone who's got really great experience in understanding the Environmental Planning and Assessment Act. Sounds a little boring, I know, but it's a really key element of one of the services that Council provides. It's around development planning, building and certification, compliance, range of services. There's a whole breadth of services that role would be responsible for looking after. There's around about 45 full-time equivalent people that the person's responsible for managing.
So can you tell us about day-to-day, what might this role be doing?
Well, when you're looking after 45 individuals, the diversity of a day is pretty complicated. So a day in the life of the section manager could be working with the senior leadership team on broader projects across council, likely dealing with our elected representatives. So there'd be councillors who've got vested interest in a particular development or looking for some feedback on how a compliance matter has been dealt with, for example. More than likely, when you're looking after a team of that size, you'd be dealing with individuals in terms of understanding their priorities, helping them to develop their work plans, helping to motivate, provide feedback, coach. A real strong element in that coaching and mentoring space is certainly would be a big element of your day.
And what are some key projects that this role has been working on recently?
Yeah, I think looking over the next 12 months for me, what I want to see in that team and what is completion of a whole host of process improvement work. We're looking at developing some really strong decision-making criteria, particularly in the compliance space, in our environmental health space. When I think about specific projects, the development planning team, they've been working through some really major development applications. They're spending some time in the Land and Environment Court at the moment, which is interesting for the team. But you think about DAs at the moment. We've had DAs for helipads. We've had DAs in the system for transitional group homes and the like. So there's been some really big meaty projects the team have been working on.
Fantastic. And so we talk about here at Port Stephens such a great culture that we work in, and a fit of someone is really important. What sort of attributes would you be looking for in this role to fit in with the culture that we have here?
Yeah, it's a really good question because it's, for me, the fundamental part of the recruitment process. I want to make sure that we're hiring someone who has the right attitude and the right skill set. And the right attitude to me is someone who comes in looking to lead a team, looking to grow the team, has a really proactive mindset, looking for solutions for our community. The development planning space is quite complex at times, and for me, someone who's got a pragmatic, a practical and a balanced mindset. You're never going to please absolutely every party in the development space. For me, the individual who's going to be successful in this role is going to have a really positive attitude. They're going to be quite resilient. It's a complex space at times. Someone who's got great political acumen, who can deal with our councillors, with our mayor on a day-to-day basis, and someone who has really strong leadership skills so that they can help to coach, mentor, grow and develop the people that are within that section. So if what I've just described in terms of the person that I'm looking for and the skill set is interesting to you, then please reach out, jump on the link, give me a call. Happy to talk to you more about the role.